with top local pros who can get the job done right. Plus, you could see upfront pricing and instantly book hundreds of projects. No phone tag, just the work you need done at a time that works for you. Angie's got your to-do list covered from start to finish. Book your next home project today at Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Your morning starts now. It's the Q102 Jeff and Jenn podcast, brought to you by CBG Airport. Start your trip at CBGAirport.com.
Amelia is a big fan of the Jeff and Jenn morning show, and she would like a second date update today. How you doing, Amelia?
Hey, guys. I'm good.
Good. You'd be better if you could figure out what's going on with Roger, though, right?
Yeah, I'm really confused.
Okay, well, that's what second date update is for. So let's get started. I kind of glossed over your email, but if you would start from the beginning for the benefit of our listeners and tell us how you met Roger. We'll start there.
Well, I met him on Tinder, and we've been on 3 different dates, and I felt like we really had a connection. And, this last time I did sleep with him, and, it was the third date. It's not like I went and did it on the first one.
No judgment on this show.
You know what I mean?
We must be very clear. This was the third date.
It was. It was the third date. I didn't do it on the first or second. I'm not that kind of girl, but right. I don't understand why he's not calling me back now, because we had such a great time.
But it happened after that.
Yeah, after.
Yeah. And would that lead you to believe, that would lead me to believe, wow, that must not have been good for her. If
that or that's all he wanted in the first place. And once he got it, he was done.
That's how more men need to think. Wow, she just wanted me for that.
Yes.
Evidently.
She
now
just
that she's got
to have this. Just one time.
Right. What other thoughts do you have here, Amelia?
Honestly, we just had a good time, and he works at Walgreens and he's taking classes. He's trying to better himself. He's a good catch, and I want to know why he's not calling me back now after this.
He's a good catch because he's a hard worker and he's trying to put himself through school.
Yeah, he's trying to put himself through school and all that.
Right.
Now, the first 2 dates, you guys just did, dinner and that kind of thing. Everything seemed normal, great conversations.
Yeah, and we had these long conversations. It was great. And now nothing.
Okay, but aside from you guys doing that on the third date or whatever, there was no other weird thing between you two that we need to know about that could possibly play a role here?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
And when you say he ghosted, it was right after that.
Yeah.
Not even a text, no nothing.
Yeah, it was radio silence. Dead.
Okay. You guys got anything else?
I don't know what else you need to know,
Yeah, we want to help you out, absolutely. So we just want to make sure we have all the facts before we go forward. I just, you know what I mean?
Did you see him the next morning?
Actually, I woke up and he was gone.
Okay.
Huh.
See, these are the telltale signs we're talking about. So he was already gone, so you didn't get to check out his reaction or how things were before he walked out that door.
I don't get it.
Okay. Then all we can do is call him, I guess. We'll find out, try to get it from the horse's mouth. And we'll do that next. Second date update continues here with Jeff and Jenn on Cincinnati's Q102. So Amelia met Roger on Tinder, and this is not technically this is not a second date update. This would be like a fourth date update because they had already gone on 3 dates.
She didn't sleep with him until the third.
She did not. And there's always a lot of judgment from listeners in the aftermath. When these things don't go well, there was that physical encounter on the first date. We do get a lot of blowback from listeners that get very judgy. Well, it serves her right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this case, it was on the third date.
That's right. I mean, she him on the first date, but they didn't, till the...
You do realize one of these days it's going to slip past the censors, and that is 2 ends in Jenn.
And I don't know if that's true or not. Did you?
No. Okay.
Not very convincing, and just playing with you a little bit.
But they did get together on the third
yes,
date.
Yes, they did.
And then, as she describes it, radio silence. In fact, he didn't even stick around to say goodbye. He was gone when she woke up.
Exactly.
But other than that, you said the 3 dates leading up to that were awesome. You guys went out, you did stuff, you got along, great conversation. Everything felt good, yes?
Yeah, everything felt great.
Okay.
Well, let's call him up.
Hello?
Hey, Roger.
Yeah?
It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How you doing this morning?
Yeah, it's us. You're lucky
I
Dick.
know you guys.
You know what? We kind of know you, too, a little bit. We were talking to a friend of yours, actually. This is a friend we have in common, and she was actually complimenting you on what a hard worker you are. She said you're working at Walgreens, putting yourself through school, and I don't know, you just...
Oh, no.
I try to put one over on them
And it, yeah.
disarm them.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised, really. That
So obviously you're familiar with Second Date Update then.
Yeah, I am familiar with it. I've listened to many before.
So it sounds like you know exactly who it is we're calling about.
Yeah, this girl is clueless enough that she wouldn't be able to figure it out on her own.
Oh.
Amelia?
Yeah, it's Amelia.
Unreal. And I liked her, too.
Well, what happened?
You really want me to say what happened?
Well, listen, she's clueless. We're all clueless.
Oh, she's clueless. Okay, so get this. Date number 3. We go back to my place, and things are getting heavy. First 2 dates were really great, and we're right in the middle of it, and she starts to lactate in my mouth.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
This was back at my place, and we were starting to go at it, and she starts lactating in my mouth. And I was stunned, and I got up, and I said, what the hell? And I had no clue what to say about it. It was such a surprise, but I was really shocked of it. I jumped up, I got up, and I was like, what the hell? Going on with that? And she was like, yeah, I have a baby. He's 3 months old. He lives with my mom.
Here's a little squirt. Like, how did that?
Yeah, I mean,
how does that happen in the middle of doing it?
right.
What position were you guys in?
That's what I want to know. I mean, no one's ever done that to me before. Right? I'm trying to picture this. Is this something she did on purpose?
How did you?
I don't think she could control it.
If he's sucking on it.
Oh, I thought she... I was with Tim. I thought
He said
she
they were in the
volunteered-
middle of it, so I had a different visual.
Yeah, I thought that was like a move on her part.
So did I.
We're guys. What do you expect? How are we
We
supposed to
gotta
know?
spell it out, don't
Yes,
we?
you do.
No. That wasn't some kind of move. I was just, I had my mouth on there. I was doing my thing. I was doing those breaths, and then something came out of them.
Surprise.
That has never happened to me.
Have you ever been with a woman who just had a child?
Not to my knowledge. Have you, Roger?
No, and I wouldn't. Not that I wouldn't, but she never told me she had a kid. She's out guys with a 3-month-old baby at home.
Ah, so is that the issue?
Never told me. So it's like that's how she tells me, by dropping a bucket in my mouth. I couldn't believe it. So of course I had a ton of questions. I was like, "Where's the baby daddy?" She said she didn't know. I was like, "This is messed up." I was stunned, and I felt like a real jerk for sleeping with her when she had a 3-month-old baby somewhere, and I don't know. I just went numb and quiet and laid there still until she fell asleep and I could leave.
Well, wait a minute. You waited for her to fall asleep so you could leave. Weren't you at your place?
Yeah, but I had to get up and go to work early, so I just left her a note.
Well, based on how long it took Tim and I to understand what was going on, she's not the only one that's kind of clueless. I mean,
Really?
we had to have it spelled out for us.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Yeah.
I don't really see what the big deal is, though, with that. I mean, I apologized. I couldn't control it. And look, my mom has the baby. It's not like it's that big of a deal.
Well, I don't think it's that you were lactating. I think it's that you have a baby and you didn't tell him. You're
Like a pretty new baby.
yeah.
Like 3 months.
Yeah, but my mom has it, and it just is what it is. It's the father's not around. I don't want to know where he is.
Okay.
It just might be a little soon for some men to be up for dating such a new mom.
Sure, let's go with that.
It's just.
You got to tell a guy that you got a tiny baby at home before you go sleeping with. That's one of those things you got to tell them right out the gate. I'm sorry.
Well, if I thought you were going to freak out over it, yeah, I would have.
Well, yeah, that's a weird way to find out.
Okay, Roger, listen, man, we appreciate the clarification.
Right.
All right.
Thank
And we're very
you.
sorry to bother you. Thank you for explaining it all to us. Now that we
Thanks. I
know.
really do wish you good luck, Amelia.
You know, it's like the baby's not here with me. Like, it's elsewhere. It's with my mom.
Yeah, I think you're missing the point, Amelia. And maybe he didn't do a very good job at expressing it, but regardless, it sounds like he's out. And I'm very sorry it didn't work out the way we were hoping it would for you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but thank you for calling in. And if we can ever help you out again, don't hesitate to give us a shout and give our love to that baby.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Good luck.
So long.
All right. If you need us, we are here for you for second date updates. Just give us an email. That's it. Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CBG Airport. Start your trip at CBGAirport.com.